Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Toyota Vitz XR. Are you looking for a runaround car? A car that will fit you in any parking spot. It's light on fuel, easy to drive, very comfortable, and at a decent, great budget price. Well, carry on watching because this might be the car for you. If you're not new to this channel and you have seen quite a bit of videos that I have been publishing recently, you would notice that this car looks very familiar. This car is identical to the Suzuki Celerio or Celerio, depending on how you pronounce it. And it's basically Toyota's version of this car. Well, not Toyota's version, but Suzuki has made the car and Toyota slapped the badge on it. But nevertheless, it has a Toyota badge. Now, let's start off with the price. I did say it's a budget car. It will cost you just under 220,000 Rand, 219,900 Rand just to be exact. And for that budget price, what are you getting? You're getting a car that has 15-inch alloy wheels. It has a 32-liter fuel tank. It's got rear PDC sensors. It does not have a reverse camera. In terms of, look at the size of the car, right? You would expect that it has a few kilowatts like a light bulb. It has a bit more than that. It does have some power, although not exceptionally great power. It's a 1 liter after all. You've got 49 kilowatts of power and 89 Newton meters of torque. For the size, for the weight, it's actually very nice. It's definitely faster than a go-kart, I can tell you that. And it'll protect you better than a go-kart as well. When you're driving this car, something to note is the gears change effortlessly. Now I'm in the manual. It's 5 gears, not 4. The 4th one does make a big difference. It's very easy to shift the gears and it's very responsive. When you press the car, it does move and it's very comfortable and easy to drive. In terms of safety, it does have ABS, EBD, brake assist system. You've also got stability control in this car. In terms of airbags, you've only got 2. For the driver and for your passenger in front. Nothing at the back. So if safety is a concern for you, although a car like this, it's mainly a commute car, maybe just to work and back. So you would most probably be just yourself and maybe a passenger. So if you are traveling a lot with kids and you have a family, a car with 2 airbags, maybe you shouldn't get one. But if it is a commute car, then it's perfect because you just mainly will have people in the front. So you do not have to worry about the fact that it does not have more than 2 airbags. While we are on safety and those kind of aspects, the car does come with a service plan, 30,000 kilometers. Now, the service intervals are 15,000 kilometers. So that means you have 2 services in the service plan of 30,000 kilometers, and you do have a 100,000 kilometer warranty. And in terms of boot capacity, if you look at the back, it does look small, but a nice thing about this car is the boot is actually quite deep. So when you open it, look at the bottom, it basically does have a part where it dips, and because of that, it gives you 295 liters of boot space. The car does have central locking. It does not have keyless entry, and you have to use a key to start the car. It's not a train smash. Central locking, you do have electric windows front and rear. You can actually control the windows from the back, but it's not by the passenger seats, by the door. It's actually in the middle, down at the bottom. You know, normally where they have rear USB ports, at the bottom there, that's where you can control the windows for the back. And to control the windows for the front, it's not by your doors. It's under the infotainment system. Speaking of infotainment system, the car does have an infotainment system. It actually works quite nice. The display is good. It has enough information. It gives you your average fuel consumption. It'll give you your radio station, your range. Although it does have a 32-liter fuel tank, you actually can get over 400 kilometers of range on this car. Because I'm not driving it extremely fuel efficiently. I'm actually testing a lot of different things about the car, and I wasn't testing the fuel efficiency. Yeah, Toyota does claim 4.4 liters of fuel efficiency. I'm currently driving it quite hard. I have an average of 7.1 liters per 100. And that's, driving it quite hard. So to get under 5, it would be tight. You really have to drive very efficiently to get under 5, but you definitely should get under 6 if you drive it normally. And now I did say we were talking about the infotainment system. It does give you enough display on the infotainment system for the size. It's not huge. I don't have the exact measurements of the infotainment system. I can tell you it's not 9-inch or 11-inch. It's a bit smaller than that. You do have the date. It shows you your range, and it does have wireless connection. Now this one here, you can connect wirelessly. Your Bluetooth audio will work without a connection, which is great. Well, you have to be connected with the Bluetooth, but you don't have to connect with a wire. Now, I did say this car is identical to the Suzuki Celerio. The only difference is the badge, the specs, the features, everything is exactly the same. Service plan, airbags, the functions it has, the look of the car, everything. The only difference is the price. Suzuki Celerio does come in at 9,000 Rand cheaper. So you're looking at 210,900 for the Suzuki version, and for the Toyota version, 219,900. Now bear in mind these figures are, so the Suzuki has a GL and a GA. That's the GL is the higher one, and that one is 210,900. The one I'm in now, the Toyota, this is the XR. Now you do get a lower version than this, but the one I'm comparing it to is a 219,900. I am a bit disappointed that at this price point you have no reverse camera. That's a bummer, I would say. And the car does feel a bit lower. Now, competition to this car would be the Suzuki Espresso. Now, one nice thing about the Suzuki Espresso is it's almost like a mini SUV. It is a bit raised, so you wouldn't feel a lot of blemishes on the road as compared to this one. This one is quite low. The Vitz XR and the Suzuki Celerio quite low on the ground, so you do feel a lot of bumps and all of those things. So when you're coming close to a ditch or anything like that, you do need to slow down because it does get quite rough. Suzuki Espresso in that sense is a bit better, and the Espresso has a reverse camera. Now this one doesn't. Those are two big ones. Would you go for this Toyota Vitz XR? Is a reverse camera a big thing for you? And would you actually like a bit more ground clearance? Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this Toyota Vitz XR? It drives well, it is economical, and it has a lot going for it. Price wise, 220,000. What do you guys think? Do you think it should have been maybe under 200,000 for this? If you are in the market for a car, and you have come across this one, maybe you want to commute in it, but if you want something bigger, have a look at the channel. There's lots of other videos to have a look at. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the channel. If you like the content of this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any other cars that I do publish. I publish a video every single week on a Friday at 5 p.m. Hope to see you guys on the channel. Share this with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Have a look at the other videos on the channel. I'm sure you'll enjoy some of the other ones. There are some really interesting ones. We are approaching 200 videos on this channel. So if this is your first time watching, have a look at some of the other videos. I'm sure you'll find something you like.